Here's the SH3135 movement that is frequently found in JF watches. And as you can see here, I have a genuine date disc installed into it. But a lot of users have reported that when they install genuine date disc into this movement, the date disc does not move properly, the dates doesn't advance properly after midnight, and manual date changes doesn't work properly. The common reason for this, it's because the date seating height is a bit too low, and the thickness of the genuine date disc is much thicker than a stock date disc, and therefore it clings onto these if you can see it, these studs here. It clings onto it, it gets stuck, and it doesn't move. So in order to make the genuine date disc work on the SH3135 movement, you have to first of all, you have to pry these studs. You've got to pry them just a little bit, tiny bit higher, so that it gives enough clearance for the genuine date disc to move. And also, it's worth noting that for this middle stud, you shouldn't pry it too much, because if it's too high, the date finger here will not catch onto the teeth properly, and your date will not be centered within the dial's date window. And the way how I pry is I use this 0.6 millimeter screwdriver, and I just simply put it in beneath the stud and wiggle it around, just so that it can push the stud a bit higher. And if you've made a mistake and you made it a bit too high, fear not, you could always use the same screwdriver and push the stud back down as well. But just a tip, don't pry it too much, because you risk damaging the date seating. And this is my tip. And once you've done with it through numerous trial and error, the date mechanism works really smooth. For example, like this. As you can see, it doesn't cling, it doesn't stick, and there's no need to sand down the date disc or change the date seat to a genuine one. And here's the midnight advancement. See, very smooth, doesn't cling. Okay.